Australian dream friend. I haven't picked up the camera in so long. It's been about 2 weeks and this is the first video of 2022. And I want to say thank you so much for your support in 2021. You know, we kicked goals, we achieved more than I've ever achieved before, and 2022 is going to be no exception. I'm going to try go ham. The goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers and I think that's very achievable this year. And again, you guys are the reason why we are here and doing the things that we do. I am so excited to kick off 2022. I didn't even do a proper introduction there, but welcome back to the channel, guys. This is me. This is Rex H. This is not just going to be a summary of 2021. We're going to be doing some modifications to the AU Falcon. You know, we're taking this thing drifting very, very shortly. On the 22nd of January, we're actually going to Winton to take this thing drifting, and there's a few things that we need to address because the AU Falcon is not a perfect drift car. There's, you know, problems that you face, which I've made a video on, but the power steering pump needs a cooler. So we're going to install a power steering cooler today, and I'm also going to be talking about a little bit of the other stuff that we have going on for 2022 because I don't think you guys understand. This is gonna be a big one. Trust me. Look at this freaking banger of a car. Look at this AU Falcon. It's honestly just such a good looking car when you do the mods, you know. God damn. Got the keys. Let's get out of here. POV style so you guys can have a look of what it's like owning one of these things. Get inside of one of them, caressing the steering wheel. Oh yeah. Whoa. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that. So with the camber and the angle kit and the lock diff as well, this thing be driving a bit weird around driveways and parking spots because it's like sort of understeering and hopping forward. It's just not very nice. It's not very nice. Anyway, so I also want to talk a little bit about the other car, the JZX100 Chaser. There's a bit of a problem with that thing too if you're following that build. So we're going to get onto that as well. We're going to talk a little bit about that, a little bit about 2021, a bit about 2022, a bit about everything. So yeah, first video of the year. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! The first problem I noticed when I was drifting the AU Falcon was that the power steering overheated. Started boiling over, falling all over the headers, and we don't want that to happen again. So, quick little solution is to install a power steering cooler. Right here is our Mishimoto generic cooler. Gotta be very careful with it because the fins are very, very thin. This should do the job. It's absolutely enormous. There's gonna be a lot of power steering fluid going through this, so should be mint. We're of course gonna have to remove the bumper and install it just underneath it somewhere. So, oh, weird sounds, weird sounds. Looks like our coolant is still looking a little bit brown, but it's getting there. Before we start, I also want to talk about something that we did off camera, which was fix the steering return and the geometry just ever so slightly to make it feel just a little bit better. So if you're going to install some camber arms or AU House / Mexican Hoon Cartel kit, what you're going to want to do is add shims to the most front upper control arm, and that'll give you some extra caster and allow your steering to return a lot better. So that's what we did off camera a couple of days ago, and my steering's a lot better. I might actually go ahead and add even more shims so I can get even more casters for more return, because we've really messed up the geometry with, of course, the AU House steering angle kit. Anyway, let's get started. We'll start removing the bumper, trying to find out exactly where we're gonna mount this power steering cooler. Bumper is off now, very easy to remove. I'm thinking of mounting the power steering cooler. See if I can do this with one hand. Roughly around here. Oh, there we go. It's gonna chill just about there. It's a huge power steering cooler, so yeah, it's probably too big, but you know. So we're gonna have to make up some brackets, go to Bunnings. Ever since I mounted the light bar on by welding 2 brackets on, I'm pretty confident that we can do most of this stuff now in-house at the Rex H garage. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Bunnings, see if we can grab some brackets and stuff. But yeah, I have to do some measurements first. Sorry if you can hear some wind noise. It is so hot. I've got the AC on full blast right now. We're heading now to go towards Bunnings because I need to pick up some parts. And also, we're gonna meet up with Nathan as well. So I need to get some brackets. And if you're curious as well about the Mishimoto power steering cooler, I'm gonna leave it in the link down below. It also comes with some hose as well. So there you go, some hose. We're gonna try and find a fitting, a barb fitting, like a barb to barb, because it doesn't look like the AE Falcon has a little metal point where I can just wrap that hose around it. It looks like I need to connect hose to hose. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean in a second. It's hot, sticky, and working on an AE Falcon. Australian dream friend. Okay, we got our brackets. Nathan's just parked a couple of cars down that way. We got the barb fitting bracket thingamajigger. So, I mean, no, this is not a bracket at all. Why did I say bracket? This is the hose fitting that'll go into the end of the hose and go into the other hose in the AE Falcon. And then we have all our brackets right here. We're gonna have to make up some stuff. So, yeah, should be good fun. Right. Stop. We're back at home now. I'm gonna show you exactly why we needed that barb. So, where we're going to connect the hoses, where we're going to connect the power steering cooler is right here. There's a line coming off the back of the pump right here. So we're going to connect one hose here, and then further down, you see this line right there? That at the end of it is just like an open line. So that's why we need this bad boy, and that'll connect that line with this line, and should be sweet. The only hard part is going to be mounting the power steering cooler. We're going to have to.
Surely you mount it outside the bar.
No.
Like those cool JDM cars.
Oh, what's that? Do you hear that? I hear a Subaru.
The Starlet.
That wasn't a Subaru.
It was a Starlet.
What I'm gonna have to do is drain the power steering fluid, and I'm gonna go off these two factory brackets, because this right here is the standard factory power steering cooler, and you can see all it is just a line that goes back around, so it really doesn't do much cooling, and that's why we have to replace it with a cooler. But yeah, I'm gonna use these two spots to mount brackets onto, and I'm probably gonna drill into the top here, yeah, so I can mount it in 4 locations. Okay, so one little clampy boy, let's go.
Bruh.
You wanna just do this for me? I'll pay you lunch. Sorry guys, the heat is really getting to my brain, but yeah, this is the power steering cooler from the factory. You can see we just loosened it, just 2 10mm bolts, and the thing just comes off. We just need to remove the soft lines, and then we can remove the whole thing, and then put a power steering cooler in place of this monstrosity. Nathan, come on, give me another joke.
How does Rexon know when to service his AU?
I don't know, how?
He looks at the service stickers.
Did you put a service sticker on my car?
Fucking weeks ago, and you still haven't noticed.
Dude, I was like, why is there a Repco sticker there? I literally looked at it this morning.
You're so ignorant. yeah, but look at the writing on it. Look on the inside. That's when you know when to service it.
It says, the camera won't get it, but it says kilometers 2,375,219. And apparently the next service is on the 26th of the 12th, 2071.
I looked at the factory service manual. That's apparently how often you're meant to service Intex.
What, every 2 million kilometers?
Yeah.
Is it recording? Bro!
It is. Why do you think I'm whistling?
Show me, I don't believe you. Show me.
Why would I be making those noises? I wouldn't waste them on nothing.
Fine. Okay, well, Alright, what we're doing now is we're chopping the power steering cooler lines because it's too hard to finesse out, but that's your power steering cooler. That's all you get from factory.
Oh, at least it's still pink.
Now, if you watch my hands go down here, we should be able to finesse it out now. Come on. Yes, there we go.
It's dripping.
Is it?
It's dripping.
Oh shit.
Lucky it's ATF, so it's just detergent.
Yeah, it's cleaning my garage floor.
Yeah.
And you can see why you'd need like a barb here, because there's no metal fitting, so you can't just slide another hose onto there. So you're going to be connecting 2 hoses together. So that's why we've bought that barb. We're going to put the barb in there and then connect it to the other hose. Beep. It's too good.
Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my vibe and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you.
Alright guys, we have power steering cooler all mocked up. Look, we have the brackets down there connected to the factory mounting locations. It's loosely on there. If I move it, it'll probably fall, so I'm not gonna touch it, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow it, but got a bolt in right there, and then we need to do a top mount somewhere, so I'll probably just drill a hole on each side so we can bend a bracket down in there. That's gonna be a little bit difficult. I might go off the back here, or maybe that bolt over there. It's connecting the condenser to the back of the radiator support or whatever. So yeah, it's looking pretty sick. We just need to do the lines after we mount it all up. This stuff is pretty tedious and boring, so I'm not going to bother recording most of it, but I'll show you exactly how I have done it all in the end. So yeah, it's looking really good though. Have a look at that. Damn! Dude, this thing's huge! Ah! They don't hurt you, but they're like, oh, they like burrow into your fingers.
That's kind of funny.
Look at it. Oh, it's doing something. It's like, dude, that's huge. Look, there's my hand for reference. Pretty big beetle. They will bite you if you, I don't want it.
No, I'm not gonna bite you.
No, like has the pincers at the end. Like I've had them pinch in between my skin before. Look at
It's a little feeler. It's got feeler gauges.
that. Feeler gauges.
It's got parking sensors.
Bro, don't you? It's gonna bite me. Look, it does have pincers on it.
Put it in the AU reservoir. Power steering cooler reservoir.
It's an AU Falcon. Come on.
It actually is an AU Falcon.
Woo! All right, we have everything installed now. Have a suss. Look, we've got the brackets. Boom, boom. Just chopped them short. Brackets down there. All we need to do is now connect up the lines, and then we are good to go and ready to start the car and then bleed the power steering system. And we are done. All the lines are all installed. I actually had to nip over to Repco so I could pick up some more fittings, and yeah, look at that. We are ready to go. I've managed to put some washers on the top as well, so we're not digging too far deep into this metal that we will probably need to paint, but that's solid as hell. That's not going anywhere. So I'll run you what I've been through to install one of these. Very simple. Just took a lot of time because I needed to make those brackets and tighten everything up, but self-explanatory. Got the two brackets down there, and the lines just route to, like I said before, there's one that goes just at the back of the power steering pump right here. If you look carefully down here, you can see what I've done with the fitting that I told you guys that I bought before. You see there's like the fitting between the two hoses right there, and I've just got two clamps holding them down, so hopefully that shouldn't cause any leaks. I'm gonna jack the car up ever so slightly so we can have no load on the wheels while we're bleeding the whole power steering system. I'm not really an expert when it comes to power steering bleeding, but just using logic here, you just sort of like fill it up with as much fluid as possible and bleed it and keep topping it up, moving left and right. So hopefully we don't let the power steering pump run dry, and we also do have a fluid actuator. Everything seems good, doesn't seem like there's any problems, haven't seen any leaks, so what we're gonna do is put the car on the ground, take it for a little spin. I'm not gonna put the bumper on yet, so I can just make sure that there's no lines leaking, and we're just gonna take some photos because it looks sick without the front bumper. But yeah, it's doing good, boys. Look how sick that looks. God damn. All right, let's see if everything's working fine. I'm pretty sure it should be all right because up in the air, felt like I bled all the system out, so. Oh, didn't like that start. Power steering feels mint, which is a good sign. No weird noises, also a good sign. Woohoo! We're gonna head to a little spot to test out the power steering. It seems like it's not making any noises whatsoever. Oh, it actually feels really good. Oh, there's the diff. Oh my God. Anyway, we're gonna go to this spot, see how we go. Feels like it's all good right now. Just look in the rear vision mirror, see if I've left any trails of red. But yeah, I think we're all good. Just gonna check if there's any leaks, but doesn't seem like there's any issues with the feel of it. So I'm guessing it's gonna be all good. Oh, there we go. Sweet! Getting a little bit warm to the touch means that there's fluid going through there. This is a really good location that I've been coming to lately to get photos and stuff. It's really nice and open, so I can drive around, inspect the car, and not have any people watch me while I'm filming and stuff. So I'm gonna get some photos, a cinematic, and yeah, the car looks really sick without a bumper. So, gonna get some photos up. As I say that, of course, there's some dude that just comes via YouTube stuff, bro. Okay, sweet. Everything is Gucci. No leaks. Successful. I've got a massive headache. Okay, so we're gonna get some dinner. That's why I've changed shirt and stuff. We've also got some guests. Smeg, what's going on?
Oh, hello.
What's happening?
Good.
What's up, friends? What's going on? Yeah, put you on the spot, but I don't know what we're doing. Getting some dinner or something? I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah.
Are you actually
I don't-
coming? Check. I don't know. Wait, do you want to go? Jeremy wants to go in that room.
Pressure's on. Pressure's on. But anyway, we're gonna put the bumper back on because I took it off to install obviously the cooler and all that, and that's also because I want to drive the AU. But I've also sort of not been driving the thing because it's a little bit sketchy because of the amount of thread that's on the tie rod. So AU House supplies two inner tie rods, only one inner tie rod, and that gives you a little bit of extra steering rack, if that makes sense. But yeah, on this side of the car, the thread isn't really that long, so it's just been sketching me out, so I haven't been driving the thing for a long time. So I'm gonna take it for a drive today and hopefully give it a good test. Hopefully there's no leaks. Yeah. I did the classic Rex H thing and I didn't end up doing a conclusion when I should have in the garage, but here we are concluding today's video. It's currently like 1 AM at night time and I'm just finishing up today's edit because I'm sort of trying to get back into that routine. We're not daily vlogging, but we're doing consistent vlogs. I wanted to give you guys like a quick little very brief rundown on exactly what is going down in 2022 and the current obstacles we face. So very quickly, first obstacle, JZX100 is misfiring, so we're not actually able to make too much content on that thing. I'm hoping that the coil packs that I buy, which are coming very shortly, fix the issue. If they don't, then it's probably the tune because of the boost leak, which I fixed up, which is now adding more air into the system. As for 2022, we're going to get a new project car. I'm not going to tell you too much. I shouldn't even said that, but yeah, there's plans for a new car. And that doesn't mean at all that we're going to be ditching our current projects. Look at that polarized filter screwing around on that screen. But yeah, we're going to be working hard on the other two cars, the JZX100 and the AU Falcon. Don't you worry, we do have many plans for that. There'll be more updates in videos to come, so stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel and you just found my channel, help me out. I'm trying to hit that milestone of 100,000 subscribers this year. I'm super excited. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Love you guys so much. Catch you later. Uh-oh. This is what you need. Extension on extension on extension. GarageTools.com.au, code REX10, 10% off their whole website. I've been using their tools and they're one of the biggest sponsors of the channel. So go check them out.